Hi everybody, how you doing there? Yeah, I scared the crap out of you then, didn't I? Scared the crap out of myself as well. How you doing out there? Yeah, Mark here. Hello. How's everyone going? Oh, the screen's going a bit funny there. Hello. Yes, welcome to the show. Hello. This is where I show my Hall of Comics every now and then. For anybody who's not seen these videos before. Oh, big hands. Right. Yeah, I don't know. That was a really weird beginning to the show, wasn't it? I know. It was very strange. It was almost as if I hadn't planned anything about that at all. It's like it was off the cuff completely, and I hadn't a clue what was going on. As you can see, I'm doing a standy-uppy one today. Yes, I'm doing one of the ones that when I'm standing up. I'm not sat down, perched on the edge of the sofa with the DVDs behind me. I've got all my other crap behind me today. So there you go. I'm doing a standy-uppy one. Awesome stuff. Yes, how's everybody doing out there? Sorry, it's been a really weird day today for me. Not least of all because I woke up and I thought it was Friday. I know, it was a good thing because I woke up and I thought it was Friday, and then I found out, actually, no, it's not Friday, it's Saturday. So I went back to sleep again, which is great. Absolutely brilliant. I love days like that. What's vloggy thing? A little bit of a vloggy bit at the beginning of these videos that I usually do. What's happened to me? Yesterday, I went to a Magic the Gathering game with my butter one, Adam, and he kicked my ass on the card game Battlefield. I mean, I beat him twice, and once I actually slaughtered him, but most of the time he actually annihilated me. So I'm learning, but I've got way to go. So yes, anything else? Anything else? Oh, of course, the Rosetta spaceship landed on the Comet. Absolutely fantastic. It's just a pity that it didn't land correctly. No, it bounced, and now it's stuck, and they're trying to move it. I know. Nothing actually happened in my life, but something that interested me anyway. So there you go. You didn't come here to see me prattling on about stuff, though, did you? You came to see what I've got, what I've picked up over the course of the last few weeks. And do you know what? I actually think this might be the shortest video that I've done on one of these. It could very well only go up to about an hour. I know, this is scary. Start off with, what should we start off with? Let's start off with like I usually start. We'll start off with the magazines that I get from the little corner shop in the village that I used to live in. Yeah. Okay, all my piece collections and my monthlies and weeklies and such. First up, because I haven't been to Southampton yet, to Forbidden Planet, so most of my haul isn't here. I'm going to have to go there to pick it up. Right, first up, we have, now I remember why I don't do standy-uppy ones that much, from the Marvel Mightiest Heroes collection, or as we know, the Red Book, we have Carol Danvers, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel. There you go, and this is, if I remember rightly, hold on, this is issue 23. Okay, so I had to look over at issue 22. I can remember which one it was. This is issue 23, side number 40. If you can see that, and this features Ms. Marvel Volume 1, issues 1 to 3, which is the 1970s one, and Captain Marvel Volume 7, issues 1 to 6. There you go. So you've got 9 issues in this one, which is pretty cool. So that's that. Brilliant books, absolutely brilliant books. Another piece collection? Yes, why not? The Doctor Who figurine collection, issue 32, with the Cyber Leader from, I think it's Earthshock, isn't it? Yeah, Earthshock. So there you go. Great series from Eagle Moss. That's the, if you can see it there. And also that's the 5th Doctor story, Earthshock. So there's that. And just in case you're interested, the next one, issue 33, we have Madame Vastra. I think that's not next week, the week after that one comes out. So there's that. And staying on the Doctor Who theme, we've got Doctor Who magazine number 480. There you go. With the Mistress, the new Master, as we all found out, possibly. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it. Phew, that was close. Yeah, brilliant episode. The last episode of season 8 of Doctor Who's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Peter Capaldi, just awesome as Doctor Who. I really enjoyed the series. In fact, I think it's, not to sound nasty to Matt Smith, but this is the first series that I've actually enjoyed where I've actually had to watch the episodes the night that they came on. I think there was only a couple that I couldn't do that with. So, yeah, but then I ended up watching them on Sunday night, or when I got back to wherever it was I was at, I watched the episode, you know. So even if it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so, but yeah, brilliant magazine, full of Doctor Who stuff. Interviews. I mean, there's a bit in here with Paul McGann on the new Dark Eyes 3 audio play from Big Finish, which is a Doctor Who audio play with Paul McGann in it as the Doctor, the 8th Doctor. Lots and lots of stuff in there. Great stuff. And finally, we have got 2000 AD, because it's got to be done. It's got to be done. It's the only weekly comic you really need to buy. Forget Eternal. Was it Eternal? It's Eternal, isn't it? Batman Eternal. Yeah, forget that. I couldn't even remember the title of it. Forget that. Forget Future's End. Forget the new Wolverine one that Marvel's doing. Forget the Earth's End, Earth 2 one. This is the comic. This is the weekly comic you want to be picking up. It's 2000 AD, and this is issue 1906. Yes, it has been pointed out to me by a few people that does look a bit like a certain actor. Yes, I know, it does. And, of course, 1907 as well. Awesome stuff. Truly is the galaxy's greatest comic, without a doubt. Right, whilst we've done that, let's have a look. See if there's any comments. So look, is anybody out there? Is anybody commenting? Oh, yep, we have Lethal Chicken. Hi, man, how you doing? Hi, Mark. How's it going, mate? Yep, pretty cool, thank you. Not too bad. Bit shaky at the beginning, but all right. Anthony Thurman. Hey, dude. I hope you're okay. And OMG, what an ending to Doctor Who. Talk about jaw dropping. I know, it was great, wasn't it? I can't wait for the Christmas episode now. It's only 40 days to go till Humus. Humus? Or is that something else? Oh, either way, it's only 40 days to go to the next Doctor Who episode. So I can't wait. I really can't wait. It looks really good. And Nick Frost is Santa Claus. It's absolutely brilliant. Did anybody out there see the little 2.5 minute preview teaser that they had on BBC on Friday night within Children in Need? I think it was around about 7:30, 8 o'clock time. They actually showed a clip from the new Christmas episode. Oh, it looks good. Really does look good. And I can't remember his name because I'm terrible with names, but the actor who plays Strax, the Sontaran in the modern Doctor Who episodes, he's actually in this Christmas episode, sans the potato head. So, you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be a really good one. And we've also got something in Google. Let's have a look. No, that's fine. Just notifications of YouTube You two wonderful people commenting already on there. Fantastic stuff. Right. And we're back in the room. I didn't realise that went so bright when I put the comment screen on. Little thing I picked up just after I'd done the last haul video that was a couple of weeks ago. This isn't the t-shirt it came with. Okay, this isn't the t-shirt it came with. I went into Asda and they had I think it must have been for Halloween. It must have been for Halloween. It was a Batman t-shirt which had the old Batman oval on it, you know, the yellow background, and this as well. £10. A t-shirt and a sort of fairly sort of like innocuous, no back Batman mask. £10. How could I say no? So there you go. There's that. I picked that up. Anything else? I got a gift. I got given something over the course of the last couple of weeks. The people that I work with, they all know that I'm a geek and a nerd and a comic book fan and all that stuff. And one of the guys where I work turned around to us and said, do you remember Brave Star, the cartoon Brave Star? I was like, yeah, I do. First of all, I thought it was Silverhawks, which is a completely different cartoon. And then I thought, actually, I know two cartoons like that. And I was thinking of the Adventures of Galaxy Rangers. But I do remember Brave Star. And so they said, well, if you want this, you can have it, because all I'm going to do is just chuck it away. No, you can't do that. You can't chuck things away like that. Brave Star colouring book. How awesome was that? 1984, I think it is, 1986. 1986, I ain't got my glasses on. There you go. How fantastic is that? And it's hardly anything's been coloured in. There's a little bit of foxing around the edges, as they call it, a little bit of foxing around the edges there of the book. I think I flicked through it, and I think there's a couple of pages that somebody has tried to. There you go. I think they must have. I think the person who coloured that in must have got a job on the animated movie Justice League War. I think with the animation and that they had on that thing. But yeah, I mean, there's a few pages like that that's been coloured in, but the majority of them are actually completely pristine, like this. Or as pristine as you can get for a book that's nearly 20 years old. Sorry, no, nearly 30 years old. Holy moly, yeah, nearly 30 years old. That is. So there you go. So that's awesome gift there. And we all know my butter one, don't we? Adam, the guy that I go to, one of the guys that I go to Southampton with, and also the OCC of the YCC, and also a fantastic bloke. And he was selling a few comics that he's got that he doesn't really have space for anymore. And when I went around there yesterday to play Magic the Gathering with him, I had a quick flick through his short box, and this is what I come up with. So we've sort of hammered out a deal for these comics, and these are all, some of them are comics that I used to have, some of them are comics that I never did have. And we'll start off with this was I really enjoyed this miniseries actually, and this is the DC event in 1997. This is Genesis issue 2, and this had the whole New Gods and that as the main characters in this. And there was a I can't remember what it was called. It was a wave of energy that was coming towards the Earth, and it basically screwed up a lot of the superheroes' powers, and it either flipped them so that they had completely different powers, or it it adjusted. It made they lost their powers, or their powers got more powerful, or they got less powerful. And this was in the time when we had Superman Blue and the Electric Superman, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed that. So yeah, fantastic. Let's try to figure out what number is it now. Stick it over there for now. And we have got Legion of Superheroes number 37. This is from 1987, and this is just after Crisis on Infinite Earths, when everything was all sorted out, roughly speaking, and then they did this with Legion of Superheroes and brought back Superboy, or did they? Yeah. This one also follows on with an issue of Superman, an issue of Action Comics. I can't remember. I saw it in the back of it yesterday when I had a quick flick through the comic, and I can't for the life remember which one it was. This is basically the Legion of Superheroes at the time going back in time and meeting a Superboy that, because of the Crisis on Infinite Earths, should never have existed. Let's have a look. There we go. It's continued in Superman number 8, and also Action Comics 91. So I think I've got Action Comics 591, but I might have to hunt down Superman number 8. So that's awesome one. I do remember reading those 2 stories in the old British weekly reprints of Superman, published by London Edition. Man, that goes back a fair bit, doesn't it? Anybody out there remember London Edition magazines that ended up getting bought out by Fleetway Publications and becoming Fleetway Edition? No, just me again then. Okay, fine. A comic I know nothing about, absolutely nothing about, but it looked really interesting, and I thought, yeah, go on then, why not? I'll have this off of Adam. It's the Synthetic Assassin issue 1. If you can see that, there we go. Brilliant stuff. I said, I have no idea what this is about. I vaguely remember seeing Adam showed me this when I think it was I think his dad picked it up for him, but he showed it to us just as, oh, do you know anything about this? And I flicked through it. I have no idea about this comic, so it's going to be something to Google later on. Now, way before Forever Evil, way before the whole evil 3D covers that DC did last year, and just the ugly evil comic 3D comics that DC Comics did this year. DC actually had a series of comics called New Year's Evil, where they highlighted the villains of the DC universe, and it was only, I think it was about 12 issues. Yeah, it's over 10 or 12 issues they did, and it fell on a week when they had their 5-week months. You know, and every now and then, even now, you get 5-week months, and DC will basically just churn out a load of $5 manuals. Marvel will just not bother printing anything really, because they don't seem to print anything much on the 5-week months. But I managed to pick up these 4 from Adam, and we've got New Year's Evil Body Doubles number 1. Now, they first appeared in the original series of Resurrection Man. Yeah, there's that. And we've got Dark Nemesis. This is from the Teen Titans. And we have Darkseid. There we go. And finally, we have from Kingdom Come, Gog. Awesome. Now, I think I may already have that one, but I know I'm only missing 2 now. I'm definitely only missing 2, and that was the New Year's Evil Scarecrow and the New Year's Evil Mr. Mxyzptlk, which has got Mr. Mxyzptlk as the blue Superman. So it's around about that time again, it's like the mid to late 90s. These ones come out. And finally, I have got an issue of Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes number 34. Fantastic stuff. Really look at that. Awesome cover. Brilliant stuff. Now, so let's see if I can find anywhere else for these. And I got 2 pickups from eBay. I will show you, all from the same person. Now, if you're on the YCC, there's a lot of people on the YCC that is going on about this comic, and I've been looking to pick up the rest of these. I think there's 5 issues. I think issue 6 comes out next week, I think, or a week after. It might even be out now, actually. So, me being me, I don't, dip my toe in the water that much. I don't go for the first issue. No. That's too easy. That's too obvious. I ended up picking up issue 2 of Southern Bastards from Image Comics. There we go. So I'm looking forward to reading that. And even though I haven't got issue 1, I'll read this, see if I like it, and if I like it, I'll go and try and get issue 1 and the rest of them. So that's just the way my mind works, honestly. And I also picked this up for basically a steal. I think it cost me £1. And it's the Justice League United issue 2, but it's the bombshell cover. Got it purely for the cover, no other reason. I've got no interest in reading Justice League United. I picked this up, like I said, purely for the cover and the fact that it was £1. So there you go. So there's that. I think I've only got a couple more bombshell covers to get. So with any luck, I should be able to get them all fairly cheaply. Right, stick those over there. And whilst we're here, should we have a look at the comments? Let's have a look at the comments. I know, I'm on water again. Scary. Me with a beer can on my hand. It's worrying. Anthony Thurman, P.S. I hope you're getting Star Wars from Marvel. There is 3 Scotty Young tie-ins to number 1. Yeah, I've seen that. The 3 interlocking covers for, what is it? It's Star Wars, Princess Leia, and is it Darth Vader, was it? Darth Vader comic? I can't remember. But yeah, I probably will be getting the 3 at least and seeing how they go. Yeah, it should be interesting, to say the least. Although I do feel sorry for Dark Horse for losing the losing the contract to do the Star Wars comics. I think it's a bit of a rum thing to do, actually. But yeah, these things happen, unfortunately. Any other comments whilst I'm here? Nope. There we go, and we're back. Right. It's the first stack of comics I've got over the last couple of weeks. These are all relatively new in the last month or so, these comics. That's the second stack I've got. So it's going to be a quick one. Right. As I do with these ones now, they're all in, got the big 2 first. So it's going to be DC and Marvel. And then I'm going to go to the independents. And then right at the end, I've got the 8 issues, 8 comics that I got sent this morning from a place in space, which turned up. So I haven't had a chance to read those yet, so I'll show you those last. Right, first up, this is just a little comic that DC seem to be producing these comics every now and then, and they're just like reprints of old issues. I picked up a copy of the Flash #1, the new 52 one, the bad one. Yeah, so I got that up there for something that cost me like 50p. And this one here is Batman, the Black Mirror #1, which is the DC Comics Essentials. It's $1. I think it cost me 50p. So there we go. There's that. And the only reason why I'm buying this comic is purely because I've got nearly a complete set of Flash comics from, I mean, there's my Barry Allens are, I've got fairly big chunks out of that I'm missing, but I'm getting them. I've got no Golden Age Flash, and I don't think I'll ever get them. I've got a complete set of Wally West, and also Bart Allen as the Flash, plus a complete set of everything else that was the Flash. I'm a big Flash fan, if you didn't know. And the only reason why I'm picking up this comic now is because it keeps my Flash collection going. I don't pick it up to read it because I think this is basically a load of dross now. It's the Flash number 35, and this is the Monster of the Month issue cover. There you go. At least that actually looks like the Flash, even if it is a zombie Flash. So, yeah, there we go. Just to add to my collection. I won't be reading it because I read the first few issues done by Venditti and Jensen, and they were even worse than the other two, which is saying something. In contrast, this is actually pretty good for a Flash comic. It's the Flash Season 0, number 2. And this is the, I'm not quite sure how they're actually saying this because it's Season 0. So if this is before Season 1, surely this would be Barry Allen before he put on the Flash suit and become the Flash. Yeah, but he's got the Flash suit in it. Surely this should be something like Season 1.2 or something like 1.5 or something. But anyway, really nice photo cover there. The Flash. This is actually better than the ongoing Flash issue. So there you go. Although I still don't like that stupid chin strap. It's ridiculous. That chin strap looks stupid. Anyway, in contrast, and a DC comic. I know I'm stuttering. I can't believe it myself. A DC comic that I actually enjoyed reading. I know. Part of Multiversity, and it's The Just, number 1. I actually enjoyed reading this one. I know. I'm actually enjoying Multiversity, possibly because I'm hoping that it's going to end up being a gateway for the pre-DC universe to come back in. Oh, I can only hope. It'd be great to be able to read DC comics again without feeling like I'm going to be sick. Right, that's it. That's all the DC comics I've got for that. So the rest of these are Marvel. Right, first up, we have got Amazing Spider-Man number 9. And this is the Scotty Young cover. This one connects with Superior Spider-Man 32, which I don't have at hand at the moment. There you go. Awesome stuff. Really cool. Another Scotty Young cover. We have got, all right, okay, I'll say it properly. Axis number 1. Avengers X-Men Axis number 1. Scotty Young cover. Now, I only picked this up purely for the fact it's a Scotty Young cover. I read it. It's not that good. Sorry, I wasn't that enamored by it. Really nice cover, but the comic, yeah. This, on the other hand, Deadpool's Art of War number 2. Hilarious. Peter David, just brilliant at this. Really cool comic. Enjoying it immensely. Another Scotty Young cover. Deathlock number 1. There you go. I bought the Scotty Young cover for Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier, just thinking that I'll just get that issue and that'll be fine. I read Winter Soldier number 1 and it was absolutely brilliant. The artwork in there as well was fantastic. I also picked up Thor number 1 for the Scotty Young cover, and that was great as well. Really enjoyed that. So I'll show you in a minute well number 2 or not. Guardians 3000, picked up the Scotty Young cover for that as well. Really enjoyed that. Wasn't as good as Winter Soldier and Thor, but I still enjoyed it. Picked this up, Deathlock number 1, for the Scotty Young cover. I don't think I'm going to be picking up number 2. No. And I actually thought this was the one that was going to make me go, oh wow, I've got to pick that up, because I like Deathlock. I like the character Deathlock, but yeah, didn't really do me anything at all. Another Scotty Young cover. Are you ready for this? Death of Wolverine, Weapon X program #1. There you go. Not a Scotty Young cover, although I think there may be one more in there. Fantastic Four #11, James Robinson. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's unfortunate that Marvel feel they need to have to cancel the comic in about four months' time. I think it is 3 or 4 months' time. I can understand why they would. I don't blame them for doing it, but it's sad to see them. It's sad to see this go, especially considering that this has been just an awesome comic to read. Really has. And we've also got issue 12 as well. There you go. I hope that Marvel has James Robinson on something at least very similar to the Fantastic Four, even if it's not called Fantastic Four. You see what I mean? Unlike the movie that's coming out, which is called Fantastic Four and has nothing to do with the Fantastic Four. So there you go. And talking of Guardians 3000, as I did previously, we have Guardians 3000 #1, the Alex Ross cover. Look at that. Right. I think that it's, for me at least, it's a mark of a good comic for me if I buy a comic for a variant cover, but then I enjoyed reading that comic so much that I have to go out and actually get the normal cover so that I don't damage the variant cover so much. Yeah, comic cover, and I can just read it as well on the normal cover. But that is a great cover by Alex Ross. He is such a talented guy. And bit of a freebie. Well, it was free. I didn't actually get it for free. I actually paid for it because I didn't think I was going to get any of these Halloween Comic Fest ones. But this is Marvel Comics #1 Halloween Comic Fest, and this just reprints the Human Torch and the Submariner, Namor and Submariner stories from Marvel Comics #1. Yeah, it's got featuring Khazar the Great, 12 pages of Jungle Adventure, and also this month the Human Torch, the Angel, Submariner, Masked Raider, as you can see there. On there, yep, that list of what's supposed to be in there, or what was originally in the original one, but they're not in this one. This has just got the Human Torch, the original Golden Age Human Torch, and Namor the Submariner, which is good enough for me. I'm happy with that. So there's that, and I love this cover. I really did. This cover reminded me of the old, what do they call them? The old 60s and 70s sci-fi and horror comics that DC and Marvel were producing, like Strange Tales or House of Mystery, House of Secrets, Tales. Oh, what was it called? Tales of Suspense? Or am I thinking of the TV series? But anyway, this reminds me of those old covers, and also the old EC covers, like the pulp covers and the pulp books. This is Original Sin Annual #1. There you go. Fantastic. I love that cover. Really great cover. I mean, I picked it up purely for this cover, but also because I got it relatively cheap as well. If it was an expensive comic, I wouldn't have bothered getting it, even though I do like the cover. But it cost me £3, and I was like, yeah, go for it. That's an awesome cover. Love that. Absolutely brilliant. Another Scotty Young cover, but this one's not a variant. This is actually the main cover. It's Rocket Raccoon #5. I just love this comic. Scotty Young is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's a really good artist. You know, even if you, I know there's a lot of people that don't like the cartoony sort of like style of comic artwork that he does, but then I like Mike Allred as well. So, and really good writer as well, Scott Young. And we have She-Hulk #9, which is unfortunately being cancelled. I think it's after issue 11 or 12. I think it is. And I really can't. It's been a really good comic. Yeah, really well written. Love the stories in there. But the artwork has just been so bad. Really has. I can't help but think that if they'd actually had a different artist on this comic, it still would have been going. But there you go. Kind of everything, I suppose. And finally, for this bit, Spider-Verse Team Up #1. Just a normal bog standard cover. There you go. Maybe I might see if I can pick up the next cover, you know, a different cover later on, but that's the one that's I'm happy with. Really good. Spider-Verse is brilliant. I think I would have to say Spider-Verse is possibly going to be the best event of this year, 2014. It's already blowing Forever Evil out of the water. Forever Evil was a pile of crap. All of Marvel's other events that have happened so far this year, just they've all sort of like been a bit hit and miss. But this Spider-Verse, awesome, absolutely brilliant. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the comments. As we scroll down. Marty Hordell. Hi Mark, it's been a while since I have seen a live video due to work. Have I missed much as I was late today? No, not really. You missed a pretty bad start, a mediocre sort of like beginning, and a few comics and some bits. But the best thing about this is you can watch the crap fest that was the beginning of this video at your leisure. It repeats. I'll admit it. You know, I don't care. I troll myself before the trolls can actually troll me. How you doing anyway, man? How's it going? Yeah, you doing good? Good. That's right. I'm just gonna look here. Okay. If you're watching this and you're watching this live, or you're not watching this live, then feel free to comment at the comment section down below. That's what it's there for. There we go. And if you're watching this now and you want to comment, just say hi, or you want to say something about what I've said about the comics or anything you see here, or just say, you know, what do you think of the weather? Just comment section down below. Yeah, self-explanatory. Right, Independence. Oh, I've got loads of independent comics to show you. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. There. That's all the independents that I've got. Like I said, this is going to probably be a quick one. This is probably going to be the quickest video or haul video that I've done. Haven't got that many comics this month so far. End of the month might be a bit disastrous for me because I'll be picking up all the ones that I've missed so far on the month. But there you go. We'll see how it goes. Right. Avatar. I have said that Avatar is the 21st century answer to EC Comics. Sorry, my foot's just gonna sleep. Their comics are just some of the goriest, nastiest, not nasty and, you know, nasty, but nasty as in, oh wow, that's nasty, comics you've possibly ever going to read. When you've got comics like Crossed, and Red Rover Charlie, and just other things like I'm only naming Garth Ennis comics at the moment from them because that's the only comics I read from them. But yeah, they do so many other comics as well. Uber, God is Dead, just loads and loads of comics, but they are just so, the comics they do are so intense. It's just brilliant. Reminds me of EC comics, the old EC comics from the 40s and 50s. And this was a great series. This is such a great series that I actually picked up this cover because I like the cover, but more importantly because I like the series. This is Caliban #1, which I've already got. I think I've got about three covers of this already. But this is the Silent Killer, Silent Killer limited edition, limited to 850 issues. So there we go. Issue 1 of Caliban. Yeah, Silent Killer cover. Really cool. Yep, so that's another one to add to my Caliban collection. And also from Avatar, we have got the Garth Ennis and Keith Burns War Stories #2. There you go. This is the wraparound cover. Now, with this one, with War Stories, I know they've got the, I don't think they call them bombshell covers, but they got the oh, I can't remember what the name of them called. The ones that's got the women painted on the planes and that, yeah. But they've got those covers. And I was thinking I could get those covers because I had a chance to pick them up, but I looked at them and they weren't that good, so I got this one instead, which is the wraparound cover. That's pretty awesome. And these are just, as it says, war stories. They are based in mainly the First and Second World War. I think when these were being published by Vertigo Comics, there was a few that went outside of the First and Second World War, but the majority of them have been firmly planted in those two wars. And I'm having a fight with a bit of magic tape and it's winning. Yeah, they really remind me of, well, not so remind me, but they how I would imagine the old war comics that we used to get in the UK, like Battle, Warrior, Valiant, Warlord, and all those, Victor as well. All the old British war comics that we used to get, if they were done today, you know, they would be more mature. I mean, they were pretty mature in any case, those war comics. They were aimed at like kids, sort of pre-teen to like 13, 14, 15-year-olds. So, you know, but they were quite intense, those things. You know, I mean, they were based on the war in any case. And this is how I think Battle would have looked if it was done by Garth Ennis. Great stuff. Right, Boom Studios. This is the only one I've got from Boom today, and it's my happy mistake. It's my happy. I'm stroking the comic. It's my happy mistake. This is The Woods #7. It's just a great series. Absolutely brilliant. I know I say these on New Enough every video I do. I'll admit I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes, if not most of the time. And I thought this was the Warren Ellis, the trees, and I panicked and I bought issue 1. But I'm so glad I did buy issue 1 because it has just been a great series so far. Possibly the best one that Boom's been producing at the moment. Yeah, awesome stuff. Let's have a look. Next up, Dark Horse. Should we do Dark Horse? We have got Pop, issue 3. It's the last issue of this, but it's been so good. Sergio Argoni's Gru versus Conan, issue 4. I actually haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but I can't. I'll possibly read this tomorrow over a cup of coffee. That's great stuff. A really good series I've been enjoying so far. Issue 3 of Tim Seeley and Jim Terry's Sundowners. Really enjoyed this. And we'll do 2 more comics from Dynamite and Dynamite's imprint, Gold Key imprint series. We have got Solar, Man of the Atom, which has just been a great read. It really has. This has brought the character up to date for the 21st century, but also it's just such a fun comic. It really is. And not only have you got Solar, Man of the Atom, but you also got his daughter who has inherited his power as well. Great, absolutely brilliant. and also another one from the Gold Key, Dynamite's Gold Key imprint, which I've also been enjoying as well, is Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 8. There you go. Right, more comments? More comments. Whilst I'm waiting for the page to load up, I'll have a nice sip of water. Marty Hordell, have you read any Fate? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. And I can't wear glasses because of the reflection of the screen in them. So you have to excuse me. Sometimes reading is a little bit difficult. Marty Hordell, I'll try again. Marty Hordell writes, have you read any Fade Out? And if so, what do you think? Is that the one that's drawn by Sean Phillips? I haven't actually read that one yet. I honestly haven't read it, so I can't really say what I think of it. But I have seen some people giving it rave reviews. That's all I can say on the matter. What do you think of it? Do you enjoy it? Have you read it yet? Just in the comment section down below. And more refresh. Oh, that's it so far. And on Google, we have nothing. Right. There we go. We're back. All right. Should we do a few comments from Image? Yeah, let's do it. This one. I think I read this in previews and I was like, nah, that doesn't sound like something that's going to interest me. But then I saw the cover to it and I read the little blurb that was on the internet, on the eBay site that I got the comics from. And it basically the three words that stood out for me was monkeys on motorbikes. How could I say no to a comic that has got monkeys on motorbikes? It's issue 1 from Image of The Humans. Look at that. It's like, how can I put it? It's like Planet of the Apes meets Easy Rider. It is. It's great. And I know, is there any monkey, apes and motorbike fans out there? Costa Bromstar, Howler Mouse. Yeah, I know you guys. I know Costa Bromstar likes monkeys and apes on his covers. There you go. Awesome stuff. Yeah, fantastic. This brilliant Nail Biter has been a great series. Really cool. If you like series like Dexter or Hannibal, you will enjoy this. Also, if you enjoy things like X-Files as well, it's sort of got that sort of, not so much the aliens and monsters side of it, but do you remember the episode? What was it called? It was in the first series. It was the one. It was the one that had the character Eugene Toombs, and he sort of like ate people's livers and kidneys and that. Yeah, that one. I can't remember what episode it was, but it's sort of like not so much the far-fetched side of, you know, this guy that can sort of dislocate his bones and then sliver down small gaps and then eat people, but more of the sort of like the serial killer side of that sort of thing. Yeah, I lost my train of thought then for a second. Yeah, this one has got Brian Michael Bendis in it. Yes, and after reading this, I'm wondering how many people are going to go to comic book conventions now where Brian Michael Bendis is and leaving him little notes. Shall we see how many people are going to go to comic book conventions where Brian Michael Bendis is and just sort of like slip him a little bit of paper with, you know, I've bought the Chianti, or, you know, that sort of thing. You know, do you like salad? You know, anything like that. Great. Uh, this series is again. I mean, most of the series I buy are great. Otherwise, I wouldn't be buying them. And this is Spread issue 4. If you like The Thing, the John Carpenter movie, The Thing, or if you like any sort of like zombie horror movie or Walking Dead or anything like that, you'll like this. It is like a cross between The Thing and The Walking Dead. Really is great stuff. Really enjoying this, and I know there's a few people that don't like this comic. I know there's a few people that don't like this comic. I know one of them is Mahoney. I don't actually know if Mahoney actually went past the first issue, but I know there's a couple of other people I've seen on the YCC and on YouTube that haven't really sort of liked this comic, but I've stuck with it, and I think it's been pretty good. Actually, it's Warren Ellis's Trees. This is issue 6, and I've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed reading this. There are a few issues where it's been a bit disjointed, and you're sort of like sitting there thinking, what's going on? What does this have to do with anything going on in the actual, the grander scheme of things? But I think it's all going to come together, and it's gonna have everything you see in these comics, these issues, is going to have some meaning to what the trees are. Whether we will ever find out what the trees actually are or not, I don't know. But there you go. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying this. I may be the only person that's been enjoying it, but I've been enjoying it. And finally, from Image, another really good series so far: The Wicked and the Divine. This is number 5. Absolutely great. Where you've got Dark Horse Pop, which is a mini series about the pop industry, and these singers and bands literally being manufactured. This is it's really, we've given these people like Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber and Kim, the Kardashians and that. We've given these people almost godlike, we've put them onto like pedestals, and we're like near enough worshiping them, or some people are anyway. And it's basically, what would it be if these people, these musicians, these singers and these pop stars and these people who are only famous for the fact that they're famous and they want money, what would it be like if they actually were gods come back to earth and had power over people and can do things? Really great series. I'm going to have to move this. Let's put them down here. Excuse me. Hello back. Right. What else we got? Before I go, let's have a look at the comments. And the refresh. So, scroll down. Marty Hordell, I do read it, and it is good. Awesome. Fantastic. That's, if you didn't see the back bit, it's about the comic Fade Out. Yeah, if I had the money, I would love to buy every single comic that I wanted to buy. Seriously, I spend a fair bit in any case on comic books, but I could spend hundreds, if not thousands of pounds a month on comics that I think I would enjoy reading. But it's just the fact that I can't, because I haven't got that sort of money. So I just get what I can, and Fade Out did sound like a really good comic, but I just haven't had a chance financially to pick it up, unfortunately. So, but there you go. I might see if I can pick it up and trade or some such, but by the sounds of it, it is good. So, and there we go. We're back in the room again. Right. You thought Free Comic Book Day finished, didn't you? You thought May, that's just way back now. It's November now. Free Comic Book Day is gone, man. No, not for me. Not for me. I like Free Comic Book Day, and I don't mind paying a quid or so. I paid 99p for this off of eBay. I know you might go, but it's free. But it wasn't in my local comic shop at the time when when Free Comic Book Day was here. And I also got it because it was a Scott Young cover. So that's one of the reasons why I picked it up. It's the Free Comic Book Day previews. What's at comic shops 2014. There you go. With the Scott Young cover. There we go. 99p. You know, and it's got in here as well tips on collecting comics and how you can collect comics and what kind of genres you can, in different ways you can be collecting comics and that. Like you can choose a genre, choose a hero, choose a writer or an artist, or just do what I do and buy everything. But yeah, nice. That's what I think. Nice. This one here, I have seen a lot of people pick up the black and white variant of this comic, and I've got nothing against the black and white variant. I did sort of like almost pick it up myself. This is before I saw everybody else picking it up, but I thought, no, I'm not going to pick up the black and white variant, because if I do that, chances are I'm going to want to pick up the normal cover as well. So I'll pick up the normal cover first and then see what happens. So I picked up this. I actually missed the original first printing of Dread Underbelly. So I had to get this one. This is Dread Uprising, number 1 or 2. There you go. Based on the Dread movie, which I'm hoping is going to be, they're going to make a sequel. They better do. Otherwise, they're going to be trouble. Damn, they're going to be trouble. Dread was a brilliant movie. Absolutely brilliant. The whole story was right for Dread. The way they made it was correct. You know, it was a Judge Dredd comic, but as a movie, it was brilliant. And yeah, I just hope they do make a second movie. What we've got here. Oh, I love this cover. I really do love this cover. This is Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor, issue 4. This is the subscribers cover. There you go. And what I'm doing with these is I'm picking these up from eBay, the subscribers cover of any covers that really stand out to me, and then I'm getting normal cover A's from Forbidden Planet. So, but yeah, I love that one. I don't know, it's just the red and the black and the white, and the tricolour of it, and it's just brilliant. I'd love to see that as a Virgin cover without all the gubbins of the title and the barcode and all that on it. I think that would be pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool poster, actually. And then we've got this one, which is Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor, and this is issue 4, and it's also the subscribers cover. This is the photograph cover with Matt Smith there. And then next week is issue 2 of Doctor Who, number 12. So there you go. Great stuff. And I'll tell you what, let's do these ones and then I'll check the, yeah, we'll do that. 25th issues. Valiant are going through a lot of 25th issues at the moment. They've just gone through the 25th issue of Exo Man of War. They've had the 25th issue of Harbinger. They've just released at the beginning of this month the 25th issue of Bloodshot, which I haven't picked up yet. But this is the 25th issue of Archer and Armstrong. Great series. As far as I'm concerned, Valiant can do no wrong. I mean, there are some comics that they produce that aren't as good as the rest of them, but even then, they're just brilliant. They are producing comics that are light years ahead of DC and just possibly even better than Marvel. They really are, and it's just a pity that they're not getting. I don't think they're getting the advertising and the kudos that they really do deserve. Valiant is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've got the death-defying Dr. Mirage #3. Another awesome series there from Valiant. How can I not like this one? How can I not get this one? The Delinquents #3. Quantum and Woody and Archer and Armstrong. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And then we've got, for a bit more of a serious comic, Harbinger Omegas #3, the final issue of that miniseries there. Brilliant stuff. Awesome. Awesome. Right. Let's have a look. Go on to the comments, just in case there's any more. Nope, no more comments there. As we go on to Google. Nope, no more comments there either. And let's have a look. Nope, let's have a look. Anything here for comments? Nope, it's like I've got notifications going off all over the place there. Comments, but right. Here we go again. I really need to sort out some. Right. The last lot. These are the last 8 comics I'm going to show you. These ones are what I picked up on Wednesday. So these are the newest comics out. Bit of air in the bags. Picked these up on Wednesday, or bought them off of a place in space on eBay on Wednesday. So haven't had a chance to read these yet because they turned up this morning. But I think I've got some awesome comics here. Let's have a look and see what we got. I loved the first series of this, and I really am looking forward to reading this. This is the 2nd volume of Grindhouse from Dark Horse Comics. This is Grindhouse Drive In, Bleed Out. This is issue 1, and this is Sleigh Ride Part 1. There you go. If you like all those old schlocky horror movies from the 70s and 80s, if you like the old Grindhouse movies from the 60s and 70s, if you like the blaxploitation or any exploitation movies that you had in the 70s, you will love this series, this comic. Like I said, I haven't read this one yet, but going on the way the first volume of Grindhouse went, this is going to be brilliant. Really looking forward to this. What was it? Image are also producing a comic called Bitch Planet, which looks like it's in the same vein as this, the whole like Grindhouse, like movie sort of style of comic books. So yeah, awesome. Looking forward to that. This has been great. I love the artwork. This has just been a really nice comic, really fun to read. It's from Image and Top Cow. This is issue 5, I think it is. It's only an 8-issue miniseries, unfortunately, but it's Death Vigil #5. Beautiful artwork in here, really beautiful artwork. Great story, and yeah, really good, really good. Looking forward to more from this guy, Stefan Sayek, if I said your name right. Don't worry if I haven't said your name. I'm terrible with names. Another great one, issue 5 of Dream Police. Awesome series by J.M. Straczynski. Really enjoyed this. Enjoyed it when it first published as a one-shot from Marvel, and I've just been enjoying this series immensely. Really good. From Kirkman and Azek, him, Outcast. Outcast #5. That's an awful lot of #5 issues I've been getting at the moment. There you go. Another really good series. where you've got Walking Dead, which is about zombies, you have got this, which is all about demons and possession and is it real? Exorcisms, is it real? Is it just people going a bit doolally and having mental illnesses and problems? But yeah, awesome stuff. Another really good book, and I just hope this doesn't suffer with what Scott Snyder's comics usually suffers with, where it's a really good comic, you're really enjoying it, you're reading it, it's brilliant, perfect, and then you come to the ending of the comic and he finishes it and you're like, what the hell was that? The last issue sort of like just ruins it. But the first issue of this, fantastic, loved it. I think the first issue of this Witches, this is issue 2, first issue of Witches, just, I think it actually blew every Batman story that Snyder wrote out of the water with the first issue of this. It was better than anything he'd written previously for DC Comics. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. This is brilliant, awesome stuff. And look at that cover. Artwork by Jock. Jock is just immense. It's the only word I can use for his artwork style. It is really cool. Yeah, looking forward to reading that. And we finally have the first issue of Spider-Verse #1. There we go. First issue of Spider-Verse. It's $4.99 comic for some reason. It doesn't feel any thicker, but there you go. I said this at the top of this video. Awesome, absolutely awesome event. This is possibly going to be the best event of 2014. It has really been a fantastic read so far, and I can't wait for the rest of them. I think next week we've got Amazing Spider-Man 10 and Spider-Woman #1, which means at the end of November we should be getting Spider-Man 2099, whatever number it is, and the Scarlet Spiders #1, which I'm really looking forward to reading that one. And again, bought this because it's a Scotty Young cover, and I know there was 3 come out this week. We had all new Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. Those 2 should hopefully be at Forbidden Planet for me, waiting for me there. And I picked this one up pretty because I thought it was an awesome cover. And I'm hoping that, I have read somewhere where it says pretty good. This is supposed to be pretty good. Superior Iron Man #1, Scotty Young cover. There you go. Awesome. Looking forward to reading that. Tony Stark turns evil. And finally, the last comic for tonight. Yeah, actually, that's been a pretty quick one, actually. I've never really been a big Thor fan. Not really. I mean, the whole Norse mythology of Thor, I've enjoyed reading immensely, and all the poems about him and his acts and that. But I've never really been a big fan of Thor in the comic books. I don't know why. It just never really gelled. Straczynski's run on Thor I enjoyed. I think possibly because it was Straczynski who wrote it. But the first issue of this, and again, it's one of those ones where, for me anyway, it shows that a comic book has had the right impact on me to make me want to pick up another version of the first cover of it. I mean, I picked up the first issue of this just because it was a Scott Young cover. I read it, really enjoyed it, so I ended up having to pick up the other original cover A for Thor. So yeah, and that cover as well with the new Thor against an ice giant looks really cool. #2 of Thor. Looking forward to reading that. Awesome stuff. And that's it. Should we have a look, see if there's any more comments? just refresh the page. Nope, that's it for comments. No more comments. That's okay. I can live with that. Wow. This has been a short one. Just over an hour. I feel like I've missed something. I don't think I have. No, I think that's it. That's all I've got for you. There you go. You can go home early now. That's all right, isn't it? Thank you all for watching. Thank you everybody for watching this video as it's going out live. Thank you everybody who is hopefully going to be watching the video, goes up on YouTube properly as a repeat. If you've got any comments on anything that I've shown on this video here, the comics that I've shown, anything I've said, if you've got any comments, or just to say hi, comment section down below. I always try, if I can, I always try to comment to anybody's comments, either in video or afterwards. I'll type it if I can, if I have a chance to. If you like this video, and this is actually quite a short one for me, for the whole videos. If you like this video, then I will suggest to subscribe if you haven't already. That would be fantastic of you, absolutely fantastic of you. I'm still trying to get over 550 subscribers. I just can't get it, but there you go. Hopefully, you may be the one that gets me over 550 subscribers. You never know. If you like this video, if you like the video, thumbs up. They're always good. But if you don't like the video, feel free to thumbs down as far as I'm concerned. But like I always say, if you do thumbs down on the video, say why you thumbs down. It's not that difficult. Just type in there. This was short. I want another 3-hour one. Oh, 3 hours of me on video. Oh, that'd be scary. So yeah, there you go. All done. All the spiel, all the gubbins, all the comics, all the bits and pieces that I've picked up in the last 2 weeks. You've just seen. That's it. That's your lot. I'm going to bed now. I think you should too. You're looking a bit tired. Ta-ta for now.